Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and where do the weekends go?
Golly, I mean, it's like, bam, here we are back Monday. Hope everybody has a good Monday and you're getting ready for work.
Odie, it was quick. It was a flash, so to speak.
But that's okay. You know why?
Why?
Friday's coming.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I always think of George Jones. It's finally Friday.
Oh, yeah.
We're going toward it. Mondays is just a little bit harder to get up, get going. By Tuesday, it's kind of better. And,
Yeah.
But this is your sluggish day. Everybody gets one. And try to get there. Be careful. A little bit of rain overnight, so a few of the roads are slick this morning. Nothing bad, but it is slick. Dead Man's Curve coming in on 59 to Meridian. Use caution.
Always slick.
Ooh, I'm telling you. Union Police Department is a little bit been out of shape this morning.
You know, I would be too, because with the sun coming out and this stuff right here start cooking.
Let's show you. Somebody dumped their crawfish holes, or what do you call it? Remains?
Call it nasty.
Yeah, dumped them on the side of the road there. Let me show you where where that is. This is on the corner of Greenland and Highway something.
You eat that many and you can't find a garbage can.
Man, that's going to have a distinct smell later. Yeah.
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 That right there is.
You don't do it. But Union, Mississippi is where all that went down this weekend. So keep it in mind. And if you saw something, tell the cops they'd like to have a little talk with someone.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched, and I've only watched it twice, and this has to fit into that category. It was a TV show, I don't know if it's still on or not, called My Strange Addiction. You ever
I
heard
haven't
of it?
seen it either.
The one time that I watched, and I think it was one that I think back, it was a woman who thought she was a horse. And so she went and bought a bridle, and she'd put it in her mouth, and she'd pull her own thing and jump around the room and go, "Mee!" And she'd get on all fours and eat apples, and it was like she had issues. Everybody on there's got issues.
I bet she was.
It was a woman that ate the stuffing out of the mattress, the foam. She just sat there all day and ate foam. I'm like, you got issues, lady. And it was all these different people. But apparently, this is a sport. And people are picking on this woman. And again, I probably couldn't do it to begin with because I'm not very athletic anymore. I do good to make it to the mailbox some days. But hobby horse competing. And what I'm talking about is a stick horse. Let me show you a picture
There's
here.
more than one person that does it?
Yeah, they have like competitions to get out and ride your stick pony. Odie, your comments. I can see your face on it.
You know, here's the thing. And this is the scary part, because this is what comes to my mind. Are you ready for this?
Tell me.
They're voters.
Nah, don't get me
You
wrong.
ride a stick horse in a competition?
I understand kids doing it because it's fun. But
Right.
you get an age to where you should outgrow that, right? Or
Yeah, like 12? I mean, yeah, you got stick horses, so they will run themselves down where they will chill out at dinner time. You give them ways to get the energy out. When you are a older teenager,
quit doing some things.
you quit doing something. When you're an adult, that goes to some major issues. Something's wrong there.
Now, I admit little boys never grow up. They just get bigger trucks. And
Our
stuff.
toys get more expensive.
Yeah.
That's different.
It's just a thought there. I saw that. Do you remember this guy, Larry Nasser? He was
Mama Dog said she had the fastest stick horse in the land 50 years ago.
50 years ago. You go, girl. Do you remember this guy? He was a gymnast for
I sure do.
for what do you call it? Olympics.
Yeah, for the gymnastics.
Right, Larry Nasser. He's in prison now because he was a sexual predator, and he should be there.
You dang right.
For what he done to the gymnasts, those girls that was going through. There's tons of them. He is in prison now, and they were reporting that he is having to pay the gangs, let me word it that way, for his protection.
Well,
Now he's having to give them, and I'm trying to word this correctly, of little cash and maybe some
other little favors.
right that might happen in a prison.
Yeah.
For protection, not to be hurt really bad.
Just hurt a little bit.
Because apparently some of these gangs don't appreciate what he did to the girls that he was, and they want to get him. So he's had to pay for his protection in prison.
Well, you get into prison and they have different things. But you just got threw under the bus.
Did I?
Yeah.
Who threw me under the bus?
Well, so we're talking about these stick horses.
Right.
And somebody brought up the fact that there were some adults that was riding tricycles.
Yeah, I did do that one time. I did it for a great cause, though, cancer. I was racing at the mall there years ago, and Debbie beat me, and so did Lynn. I came in last, and my knees kept hitting the handlebars.
You came in third.
I come in third. Debbie smoked me. That little tricycle. It was for the American Cancer Society back in the 90s. I think that when that picture is from.
That was a while back. But you know, that's fun. It's a tricycle.
Yeah.
This is a blooming stick horse. But here's the other part.
I really want you to watch that show I told you about.
You don't know what else bothers me?
What else bothers you?
Somebody, if there's a competition, somebody had to take time to write out the do's and don'ts
Of how
to do this
to ride your stick pony properly.
And now you got to have 3 people trained to score.
Riding horses with the stars. Maybe that's the name of it. That's a few of the things that nationally. Listen, we've got a lot of things that's happened here locally that we're going to tell you about. Let me tell you, it's been a bunch. We've had burglaries. We've had armed robberies. We've had a couple of accidental shootings, too, and a bunch of car chases. Boy, Harold been busy down in Clarke County. Harold the donkey had to show up at a couple of these. We'll tell you about that also. On the way with Scotty Ray Report. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 6 or more. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and so select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie as we go along. We had an accidental shooting in Russell this weekend. And if you were right, you were buying you a drink or pumping some gas and you heard pow. What was that? It happened in the parking lot of the TA truck stop as we pulled. Well, and I guess this could happen to most anybody. They had a gun in the vehicle and it fell between the seat and were trying to retrieve it. Reaching down, somehow or another grabbed the trigger to pull it out. Boom, it went off. Yeah, that didn't feel good. Now, it's a non-life-threatening injury from it. They were rushed to the hospital to be taken care of, but still they shot themselves. That one I kind of believe. Some of these others that we get.
Yeah, I was accidentally shot in the front yard.
4 times in my leg, I accidentally done it myself. I don't know where it happened at.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And that's what the police get told a lot. And we know that probably 85% of those are whoppers. Is that the word for it? A whopper?
That's a whopper.
A little white lie, so to speak. Isn't that what they call it?
There's a little white lie. There's Miss Pat. She brought me some more with him.
I heard about that. She told me she was going to give us some, and I guess they never made it here, huh?
What some of the pecan pies did.
Oh, yeah.
But no, they didn't.
Yeah. We have to say good morning, Miss Emily, watching us this morning from the Great Smoky Mountains there at Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Salute.
Thank you for tuning in. They're all over.
Yes, sir.
So I know there's a lot of people in L.A. This weekend.
Nashville. We got Steve.
Yeah, Nashville. Look at here.
Stevie Wenham watching from Nashville, Tennessee today. Thank you.
I went a neutral on that. I think I'd know if my finger was on the trigger.
But think about it now. I got a small one that I keep for because I keep 2 or 3 just to in case you ever watched what was it? Support Your Local gunfighter that had he had them everywhere.
Yeah.
But I got a small one that I can almost see because it's so little that my hands are bigger. It's kind of like when I do a typo typing out a post. My fingers sometimes bigger than the. Just be careful with them. Respect them. Treat them all with that. Let's talk about armed robbery. It happened this weekend. Now, 2 of these I do believe could be the same person. We have an isolated incident, and let's pull this up. As we look at this, our first incident would happen around 11 o'clock Friday night at 11 o'clock, 1399 Roebuck Drive. An employee at the Holiday Inn Express, this is going to be 22nd Avenue,
right,
was getting out of her car walking into work. She was approached by a man with a gun, took her cell phone and her purse, and ran off into the middle of the night. She was okay, which is good news.
Yeah.
She did get away. He was described as a black male, wearing all black with a mask, and ran off. Seen, he ran across Highway 45 or Roebuck Drive, whatever you want to call it, to the La Quinta Inn by where the
Waffle
House. South Frontage Road, running in that direction. Last they saw him, he got away into the darkness. They never. It's hard to catch somebody with that.
Yeah.
1 hour later, let's go over here and take a look. And I didn't put all the details on the second one as we pulled this back up, Odie. The second would happen around midnight. This would be over at the Home 2 Suites Hotel. This time he got a little bit braver and went inside and took the money from the cash register and pushed the employees into a closet and fled. Last seen, I think, headed down North Frontage Road running. Also, somewhere around 5'9" to 6'2", wearing all black and a mask, ran from there. No one was hurt, but he did rob them. It was a gunpoint. Each one of these has gunpoints. We would also, a little bit later, get word that there had been an armed robbery also. And this is one of those things that where somebody who's younger doesn't know what to do, and they went home and told their parents, their guardian, look, something happened.
Instead of calling.
And he went to the police and said, this happened. Let's go back. Let's get some footage, see if we can find this. This would happen right down from Anderson's Hospital. You go right down by your office where the Walgreens is. A&A there, that gas station on the corner.
Yeah, the old Superstop.
Yeah, and you've got the cleaners on this side.
Yeah.
It happened in the parking lot there. He'd take his cell phone and his wallet from him at gunpoint and off into the darkness. Now, I'm not sure if that person, that happened at 10, and it could be. It was reported later. That happened at 10, then the robbery at Holiday Inn happened at 11, and then midnight over at Home 2 Suite. So the timeline could be the same person, but I don't have as much information on that first one there to connect the two. What we're trying to tell you is caution, and we all get into routine. You get out of your car, you're putting your keys, and you put your purse on, or your packages, whatever, and you just don't notice someone coming out of the shadows of the darkness. And each one of these were at dark.
Yeah. You've got to pay attention to everything that's going on around you. And I want to give this a little bit, this is to all you women out there who carry. Number one, I want you to shoot. I want everybody to shoot. Men, women, everybody. Go shoot. Go
know what you're doing.
Target practice, feel good about it. Do some off the cuff shooting. do it safely. But if you're a woman and you have a gun in your purse, know how to get to it. Have it in a separate pocket, because I know how you women are, and you don't need to be fumbled through to get to a gun. Get to your gun. Do not ever pull it out of your purse. If you must, shoot through your purse. Never pull the gun out of your purse. When you pull it out, it's prime time to have that gun took away.
I can see that.
Never do that. Shoot through your purse. And I don't know the name of the purse, but there's a purse out there. There's a company who makes a purse. And if you've got to have a police report, if you shoot through your purse, this company will replace your purse for free. They're not the cheapest purses, but there's a purse that's got all the room in the world for it, and it's got a gun compartment, and everything's there. But be careful.
And the reason that we say all this is, and I don't remember if it was Philadelphia or DeKalb a few years ago, where a gun was pulled on somebody, and the guy pulls his, and he misses. And then he was shot by the other person. It was a robbery going on, and somebody pulled their gun, they missed them. They didn't practice enough, and then they were shot by the bad guy. So just make sure if it's ever used, you know what's going on.
All right, somebody brought this up. What Scotty Ray had up there showing the hotel.
And, yeah.
That's just a
illustration. It's an
illustration. It's just a
artificial.
You took a picture and put it on top of it. That is not the subject himself.
No.
That is a Scotty Ray Reporter in that Toyota right there.
But this is artificially generated, where you tell it, I want a robber, I want Home to Sweet Holiday Inn in a parking lot running with stolen money, and it generates a picture because I did not have an actual picture of the person. But yes, I want to get that straight, because somebody made several comments about that when we posted that. But to glance at it, you would think it's real, and
that's scary.
And I talked about that earlier in the other show there, of how far that stuff is going. Is we have today announcing Apple getting involved in this. And there's a lot that goes on with Apple of what's coming with that.
Ooh, it is. Oh, Terry says Rock House sells those purses.
Okay, go by and check that out.
So, yeah.
We go to Highway 11 out past the airport. Our nice state troopers set up a little roadblock there where they were just checking driver's license and things of that nature. And along comes somebody that's in line. He's like 2 or 3, turns off, and then everybody notices, well, he didn't come through the line. So a trooper gets in to inspect the situation, and he starts gaining speeds there. And I can only imagine how it felt crossing those railroad tracks on Arundel Road, because they're bad at 2 miles an hour.
Yes, they are.
He would go to the end to the stop sign, take a left onto Valley Road, and scream that way. Highway Patrol comes in after it. It didn't work out so well, as a brick mailbox was removed, Odie in a curve, as he couldn't hold the Cadillac. Cadillac lost its way. Lewis Recker on the scene. You'll see the car up in here. Right back here is where the mailbox was as we go through here.
Ow.
And this is what we got left. Now, there were at least 2 passengers that I know of. I was told by comments on here there could have been 3. As we go here, that Cadillac's gone.
Oh,
now, here's the interesting thing about this. This was not his car. It was either borrowed from a friend whatsoever. He was captured after a short run on foot. Also, the other one was also caught there, totaled out the car. No major injuries somehow in the accident, but the $20 that he paid to use the cell phone of somebody in the yard to catch a ride didn't work out. He was still on the phone when the popo arrived, trying to get that ride. They were still sitting in the car with the nice police.
I wonder if those guys who let him borrow the phone knew he was.
Now he come up in the yard and said, "Hey, I got $20. Can I use your cell phone? I need to call somebody for a ride." They, sure, give me $20. Here's a view of that back car totaled. But again, and that's one of those things. Wasn't his car to begin with. It could have been somebody that was kin to him, and I think it was, but it wasn't his. And when it ain't yours, you just don't care.
After you did that, it would be stolen.
But at the end, everybody was okay, and I had gotten a lot of comments of what's going on Valley Road. There's a lot of police. What's up? That's what went on. This was on a Sunday afternoon on top of that. So that's where we are. Already 7:20, Odie.
Golly, we are moving on up.
And we hadn't touched half of everything that's gone on.
It's been a weekend, we tell you.
Yep, we'll be right back with more information to let you get updated.
Here at Meridian Cycles, we're your local authorized dealer for all your Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, and Suzuki side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and motorcycles. And we service everything we sell. And for you do-it-yourselfers, we have a very knowledgeable parts department to help you with all your needs. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or call at 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Bittersweet Crossroads in downtown Enterprise has new hours for summer, Monday through Friday, 8 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 until 5 p.m. A great sandwich shop where they make their own honey mustard. Come try a sub or wrap today. They make some of the best homemade frozen custard with hot fudge drizzle. For specialty coffee, frozen custard, sandwiches, and ice cream, it's Bittersweet Crossroads, Highway 11 South, downtown Enterprise, 601-453-4009.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie. If this is your first time watching, welcome.
Yeah.
We're so glad that you chose us to be a part of your morning to get your day started. Saturday night, I went out to eat and I bumped into Chief Barry White. Well, Chief Deputy there. Down in Clarke County, and he had dinner with me and Angie, and a couple of other friends were there, and he had with us. And we got really a superstar on our hands, Harold.
Did he bring Harold? Did he ride Harold in?
And what I want to talk about Harold was, now for the folks who don't know, Harold is a donkey. He is the first donkey of Clarke County. And Harold is getting so popular that people are coming to the fence and having pictures made with Harold. And I wanted to point out, Harold's favorite food to bring along with to get your picture made is loaf bread. So if you're going to have your picture made with Harold at the fence, bring him some loaf bread. He really likes that.
Yeah.
Harold's quite the superstar as he makes his way across there with the sheriff's department. And he was busy this weekend.
And I understand that there's some shirts that Barry's got coming out.
So, does he have some shirts?
Yeah, we'll say two butt farms.
Yeah, okay, we'll say it that way.
And it's got a picture of Barry and Harold on it.
There you go.
Yeah,
the first
so those
donkey.
are coming. From what I understand, they're coming pretty soon.
Long about Saturday night, the high sheriff had to get out of bed and wake up Harold. And here they go. There's a car chase coming from Waynesboro. It makes it almost all the way to Shibuda, and they do a turnaround real quick. Well, the Clarke County Sheriff's Department is already on go. They're there at the scene, so they just go right on in and help them in Wayne County. It was people that had shot into a house. A drive-by is what we had. So the Clarke County Sheriff's Department joined Waynesboro and Mississippi Highway Patrol and all of them. And when they driving along, they decide, well, chase is over, and they all jump out the car and poof, into the woods. One person was captured at the scene, but one thing you can't run from. Now, we've heard the Meridian Police Department talk about it, but I'm not sure it's actually been used. Drones. Drones were deployed at the scene, and, well, guess who was hiding behind a pine tree?
They found it.
They did. Infrared really shows things. Harold escorted them back to the car, and off to jail they went, all three of them. Of course, fleeing police, shooting into a dwelling, and all those different charges. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department, along with the city of Waynesboro, the police department, will be doing those charges on that. But a big thank you to the Clarke County Sheriff's Department for helping out, because things like that you do when you're one officer in pursuit of three different people, you can't control them. And a big thank you for them to stepping up. This keeps up. We're going to have to get Anthony with the sheriff's badge on it because he keeps jumping up, having to run out in the middle of the night in shorts, sweatpants. We're going to put that sheriff's logo on his sleep attire. So
Yeah, he's going to have to go to bed with a pajama with his badge on.
Yeah.
So he can just get up and go. Because I tell you now, between Wayne County Sheriff's Department, Clarke County Sheriff's Department, yeah, I wouldn't go there.
No.
Them fellas don't play.
No, they don't.
And if you ever get Harold on you,
He'll
might
kick
as
you.
well just go ahead and lay down and say, look, I'm done. Please take me. Oh man, we got to see Barry yesterday afternoon. While you're answering that, I want to take this time to say congratulations to Rianne, Greg's daughter. Got engaged yesterday afternoon to Dylan Hudler.
Oh,
Great guy.
so
And,
you're telling me that Greg's getting her out of the house?
well, no.
I didn't. She's getting married.
Yeah,
they may live with Greg.
Yeah, Greg
That's
ain't gonna get. I told Greg, I said the only way you gonna get her out of the house is if you move.
Okay, we just got a picture, Odie, and I thought we'd share this. I'm not sure if this is a girlfriend of Harold or if it's a close relative. Her name is Bertha. And let me see if I can pull this up. This is. Let me. Y'all see Bertha?
Look at there.
There's Bertha. We don't know if Harold's having a fling or if it's a first cousin.
Well, now look, we're still looking. We've got a very low budget, but we're looking for Harold. We still need 5 goats. I don't know why Barry wants 5, but he wants 5 goats to sit out there with Harold so we have friends.
It gets kind of boring.
Well, it does, and he had some cattle out there that he hung around with, but he sold them. And now poor Harold's by himself.
Oh, have mercy, have mercy. We had a tragedy this weekend. Dalewood is where we go, an ATV accident. This would be at the north end of the lake. And I did it this way, and instead of putting pictures up, I put a map on this. It was an ATV accident. And when I tell you it was bad, it was bad. The rider would slam into the guardrail. Major injuries, was life flighted to Jackson, and I'm being told now that a leg has been amputated. Our thoughts are with him. Very, very other serious injuries that came along with this also. Thoughts to everybody that was on that. I hate it went south like that. I think they're still investigating the entire incident. More to come out on this later, but think about that. That's bad. Be careful with ATVs, no matter what you're doing. This was way into the darkness after hours. Probably some playing and horseplay involved with this accident, but in the end, somebody tragically injured and hurt. And again, I think an amputation had to happen with this.
Definitely need our prayers.
Oh yeah, yeah. So as we go back to one more story from Clarke County, Stonewall is where we go. Clarke County SO was kind of busy there. Don't go down to the Piggly Wiggly causing issues. The Popo will show up, and that's what happened. Thing about it was an argument that started there, and then when you're wanted for something else, like shooting into a dwelling, it gets the attention of Harold and Anthony and Barry, and everybody showed up, and after a brief short chase into the woods, into custody we go.
Well, I guess when they find out that they serve Skidmores at the prison, at the jail, people don't mind going.
Maybe that's it.
Clarke County don't mind taking me, so they'll give you a ride, 3 hots and a cot.
That's right.
Want
to remind you of this, tomorrow morning it's going to be closed, and we bring this up. Neshoba County, Highway 395 is open today, will be closed tomorrow as they will shut this down. And it's going to be probably 4, 5, 6 months before it's fixed. So you will have to use a different route. If you travel this way to work every day, 395, it's going to be a little inconvenience till that's replaced. And we all know how that is, especially those there on Allen Swamp Road. Bridge been out for quite some time. How's that coming along?
I know it took a while. I'm not sure all of the ins and outs, but it took a long time, longer than they thought, to get the right-of-ways and to work with the utility companies to get the utilities moved and where they were able to come in there and do the work. But I know we're getting close.
Okay.
I have to reach out to Rush, see if we can't get him back on the show, and give us some updates for that one, as well as some other projects going on. I know he's a busy man, and he stays on top of it. We just got a lot of these bridges, when the state comes in, they don't say, okay, you got 3 months. The state comes in and says, shut that down now.
Somebody could be hurt.
Yeah, and then he has no choice but to go take dirt, dump over it, and block it. So a lot of that's not locally closed. That's done statewide. So
And they're the ones that help out with the funds a lot of time when all of that. We had someone injured at Bonita Lakes over the weekend. I think this was Friday afternoon. Horse incident. I think it was a juvenile that was thrown from a horse as rescuers went in to help out. As we pull this up here, a graphic of where it was way back in there, mile and a half, where you could not drive a vehicle. And I want to say they had to take the injured person and get on top of a horse and somebody help hold and somebody lead the horse to where they could get to the medical folks to get them out.
It was back in there a good ways. And I want to, since we brought that up, this is something coming, and it's not too far out, but I want everybody to go ahead and get a head start on this.
Okay.
Won't cost you a dime.
All right.
Go to your app store and download an app called What3, T-H-R-E, Words. What3 Words. And go ahead and sign up for this. And it doesn't take nothing. And if you're ever outside and you don't know where you are and you need help, and you call 911, because sometimes that pinging system doesn't work completely
Didn't grab the right
accurate.
tower.
Right.
Okay.
So this uses your GPS instead of triangulating through your phone. And you call 911 and you say, hey, look, I need some help. I am located at this coordinates on What3 Words. And you give them 3 words. It's what this word is, dot this word, dot this word. And it will give us your location within 9 square feet.
Pretty nifty.
And then it shows us where you are, it shows us where we are, and it will guide us into it. That's coming. More to go on that as we develop this system. But go ahead and get a head start on it. It's called What3 Words, and you can use it between you and your family. Not just emergency, but it's good to have What3 Words.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Scotty Ray and Odie at 7:32. Good morning. We'll be right back. We got some history stuff to talk, all kinds of fun stuff.
Call Trey Long with Long Cleaning Solutions, 601-934-9427. Step into the spotless world of Long Cleaning Solutions. Feel the power of our one-of-a-kind solution perfected by Trey Long. Don't delay. Get results today. Call Trey Long at Long Cleaning Solutions, 601-934-9427.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Odie. Monday morning. This is June the 10th, believe it or not. Right now, we're sitting at 74, going to be a high of about 87 today. 20% chance of showers in the forecast, but mostly sunny for the most part. That's what they're calling for. All right, let's turn back the hands of time and look at a few things that happened today. This woman was a great actress. As a matter of fact, she won an Oscar for her role in this movie. Yeah. 1895 is when she was born. Her name was Hattie McDaniel. Does that ring a bell with anybody? Maybe the name Mammy comes to mind. As she said, if it ain't fitting, it ain't fitting. Captain Rhett Butler. She done such a wonderful job with that. There's no one who could have played the part of Mammy like she did. She was a great actress, trailblazing, so to speak.
Yeah.
This next girl, you would remember her from her Little Red Slippers. Now, she done other things, but this was probably the role that people remember.
Stuck with her.
Judy Garland, born on this day in 1922. And, of course, she clapped those little slippers together there.
No place like home.
That's it. That's what she said.
Come on, Toto.
One of the most notorious bank robbers ever robbed his first bank on today. In 1933 is when it all began, and it'd be a manhunt for him for years. They'd finally get him, but he made his first. He found out he was good at it, so to speak.
Yeah.
John Dillinger. Do y'all remember him?
You know, it was easier to get away from people back then.
yeah, it was.
They didn't have that intranet.
Didn't have the radios.
Didn't have radios. If Gore would have been born earlier, he could have invented the internet.
Of course. Yeah.
Like,
I've never seen a movie with this guy in it. I've just known his name forever, and he's done a lot of movies. Anybody remember a guy named Spencer Tracy?
I know the name, but I don't know any movies either.
The Golden Age, 75 films. And again, I don't know much about him, but I remember the name Tracy Spencer. He passed away in 1967, a name worth reminding you that he was once here. We'll look up one day of what that was going on there. Madison Square Garden was a place to be in 1972 tonight.
Of course.
You know why?
Elvis was in the house.
He was in the house, and they recorded a live album from New York City as he did it.
He could do it, couldn't he?
Pretty big deal. Garth would come along and do it again years later, but Elvis was probably one of the first to do that. This guy, he had one or two songs. I don't know what he's done since then, but in country music, Lee Brice, anybody remember him? Born in 1979.
Hey World, yeah.
Okay. I don't know his song. Was that his song, Hey World?
I think so.
Okay, all right. I do remember this one. It ended today, 1982, as we all watched Taxi. Tonight on television would be the end of that television show. You remember all those, Danny DeVito, and so many of them. And that little guy there that I can never remember his name. He was a comedian that passed away.
Yeah, real goofy.
Yeah, he passed away. He's gone from us. 1988, they didn't make many changes, but they made one and then went back to the original member. The Oak Ridge Boys had a cast change. Steve Sanders was his name, and I think he only done one song that was a hit. It was called Gonna Take a Lot of River.
Told him he had to go.
And he passed away today in 88. He was out of the band. William Lee would come on back to the group after that. But Steve Sanders passed away. If y'all remember that song, Gonna Take a Lot of River.
Yeah.
This is the girl, if Greg's favorite network. If you watch those Hallmark shows, she was on, what was it, Boy Meets World? Was that the
Boy
name?
Meets World.
She is now the full-fledged star of all those. She gets married at least once a day on there.
Oh, all the time. She's found so many boyfriends and husbands in the snow over there because somebody broke down. I think she's rigging the cars.
But she is like their number one now since Candace Bergen, is that her name?
Was she one of them?
She was at one time, and she left and went. They made some changes at the network that she didn't feel was right for her Christian beliefs, and went to another network.
Okay. Now, I know that they used to use the one. Didn't she get in trouble for paying her daughter's way into college?
Hey, was she ever on there?
She was another.
Well, both the one I'm talking about was from that same show, Full House. And
yeah, that's it.
Candace was the one who was the little girl, and then you're talking about Jesse's wife.
That's right.
And I don't know if she ever was in them, was she?
I thought she was.
I've never watched.
Maybe not. Well, I hadn't either, and I guess that's.
We need to ask Greg for backup on this. Which Hallmark movies?
Post a phone number to be airlifted.
Candace.
We'll have to go on and look at it. It's PHI. Air. the helicopter phone number.
I don't have the phone number in front of me.
Yeah, it's PHI. Search PHI and Uncle Google PHI helicopters, and that'll get you fixed up. But both of them, Air Care and PHI, get both of them.
1989, it was referred to as the class of '89, where you had Travis Tritt, Alan Jackson. There was a few others that came along in that same group. Garth Brooks was a part of the class, and this guy, his first number one come out of it. Leaving Here a Better Man, Clint Black. Do y'all remember that?
That was a good one.
I always, what was the song that he done there? Strap my timepiece. Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Oh, yeah.
I drive the same pickup truck. Really described a man's life there. It was all over there. 1991, these guys would come along a little bit after the class of '89, but boy, you want to talk about making way for somebody? They started a whole new dance craze. They started the whole thing. They were nothing by each other alone, but together they made up the team of Brooks and Dunn, and Brand New Man was released today.
Yeah, you spent some time with these guys.
Oh, yeah. Great guys. Super. Ronnie Dunn is as good as they come. A handshake is what his word is. And, you know, and what's his name that dances around all the time? He can't sing. We know that. But he's a good guy. He could talk a little bit. Did American Country Countdown.
Yeah.
2004, he finally got his own U.S. Post Office stamp.
Oh.
I Can't Stop Loving You.
Never saw it.
Georgia. As we go back to remember Ray Charles. Passed away in 2004. Can
You
believe
make a
that?
stamp. You're doing something.
Yeah, you are. He did get his own stamp. There's
That's
been a
good.
few that got it. But Ray Charles was, you know, you go back and watch that movie about his life. He had a lot of challenges to overcome. Of making it in the business, number one, is hard, but being blind, Odie, that's... And then people that want to take advantage of you because you can't see what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happens there.
But that was a good movie, and the Wayland fella,
Wayman.
Wayman,
That played the...
that played him in that movie.
Was he a Wayman or
Ray
was he... Now you got me
Yeah,
wondering.
something Wayman, wasn't it? The Wayland brothers or the Wayman?
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure that he... Let me see here who... let's Google this.
But I tell you, he played one heck of a Ray Charles. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I didn't think he was
Peggy
part.
had it, Austin had it, Johnny had everybody but me.
I didn't...
Golly. Angie had it. She
He's
said
a
she
great-
doesn't go anywhere, but she's always watching the show.
He's a great actor.
Yes, he is.
And he
Why did I say
studied
the
that
Wayland
enough there
brothers?
to where he done that.
But he was awesome with that.
I'm getting more donkey news. We'll talk about that in a minute. Someone that was a tough guy passed away today in jail. A few people that show up for the funeral from here. If you show up to a funeral to this guy, I know that you must run in the same circles. Just saying.
Yeah.
We don't want to mess with you.
Yeah.
John Gotti passed away on today, 2002.
But you know, and you talk about society and what way society has gone. Is here's this guy, mob boss, in jail. He got every dollar he ever made illegally.
Yeah.
He was a lowlife. But yet we give his family
A TV,
a TV show,
Growing Up Gotti, was that the name?
Growing Up Gotti, because of him. What in the world did you think was going to happen with America if you do this kind of junk? And football players that slap and beat their wives. Oh, hero. You got mob stars that we portray them as heroes. Hello, Mama and Daddy and Jesus are the heroes that your kids need.
That's true.
And you need a mom and you need a daddy.
Steve is right. What I'd say, Ray Charles, one of the best. Tell me what I'd say. That was a real
man.
hit the road, Jack.
Come
He just
back.
goes on and on the list of songs that he did.
Law-abiding citizen. That was a good movie.
This again goes along with what Odie was saying here. 2007, the last episode of Sopranos aired. Of course, they were kind of a close-knit family there that you didn't mess with.
I've never seen that.
I didn't watch it either. The Godfather and all of those shows there.
Now watch The Godfather.
2016, he would become Sir Rod Stewart, as they took the sword and made it official there.
They couldn't have gave him another pair of pants.
They gave him a chair because he wouldn't have been. Well, let's go ahead and talk about his shoes while we're at it there, Odie.
Well,
He's wearing a bellhop jacket. You would think somebody with that much money could have got dressed a little better.
Yeah, I could have bought another pair of pants.
That is something from Caddyshack left over.
Yeah.
It's great golfing breeches.
And somebody out there is going to pay $200,000 for them at an auction before long.
Sir Rod Stewart. Yeah, my tastes are a little bit different. Yeah. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back.
Yeah.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and so select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Roll-up doors are opening up now about right now at Chet's Paint and Bodies. They get ready for another great day. If you need any work done, honesty means something to you. Somebody that shake your hand and take care of business is Chet's. You'll find them there, Highway 495 in the curve there. No matter what's happened to your car, whether it's a big boo-boo like this or, well, something smaller there, a cow may be backed into your car. That happens when you're feeding, believe me. They can just back right on and sit on your fender. See them. They'll help you out there. From Toyotas to full-size trucks, cars, doesn't matter what it is. They'll put it back to the way it was. Chet's Paint and Body, 601-737-2967. See them today. They'll take care of it. You'll be glad to do. Process all that. Call up your place for you to get a car to drive to help you out. Many, many ways. Somebody brought up Maggie May. I have to say, out of all the Rod Stewart stuff, Maggie May would have to be my favorite Rod Stewart song.
Oh, I remember the song.
I think I got something to say to you.
Yeah.
It's late September, and I really should be back at school. What was that line about the morning sun really shows your age?
Oh,
You
I
do
don't
know
remember it
Maggie May,
off.
right?
Yeah.
You got that look like you don't really know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm trying to remember the whole thing.
Matt, it's the most popular thing he's ever done. You can't remember it, Odie? I'm
No,
worried.
that's bad,
No wonder you
ain't
got
it?
the Waymans mixed up a while ago. Y'all help me with Odie.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if Chet's getting any fishing done.
He might. Today's a good day.
Well, he's not here.
What's he doing?
He's at Kurt's and Turk and Caicos.
What is that?
That's an island.
What's going on there?
Way down there.
Is he fishing or something?
He's on his anniversary trip.
Oh, he had to.
Yeah, he's been living it up.
Congratulations on that big anniversary. Yeah. Hey, we got a question about this a minute ago, 18th Avenue. I'm just guessing that
there's a hole there.
There she is. Let me hit play here and kind of show you what it looks like here. This is 18th Avenue. This is what almost caved in. So that's a look at it. Now, they're working as quickly as they can. Maybe within a week that could be fixed. Maybe. We're hoping.
You've got to be slow about this. You've got to add some dirt, pack it down real good, add a little bit more. You can't just dump a whole bunch of dirt and pack it because it'll all sink. You got to do it a little at a time.
And I'm not trying to, and let me, I'm going to try to word this
There ain't no.
nicely. As I got out and I videoed that, you couldn't help but notice this strange smell that just kind of come up and went pat, 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 pat upside your head.
Was that your glaucoma medication?
No, I think it has something to do with what they were replacing down there, and it's strong. Like 5 city. It'd be hard to eat at a restaurant within a city block of there after getting out of your automobile.
Ooh.
So I feel for the local restaurants in that particular thing, because it can just really turn you against eating. You're like, oh, I ain't hungry after all.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's pretty strong. It can't be helped. They're working on it as quickly as they can. I went out yesterday, and I'd gone to a fire. We'll get to that a minute ago. But I couldn't, because we deal so much with these people. They're good folks. And this is a pothole, and I don't want you to fall in it. I stumbled upon this at the Wesley House. And let me hit that button there where you can see it better. Let me zoom in on this. And what we got, if you'll look here, is sticks in that because nobody's come to fix it. Now, if you fall off in that, it's going to tear up your car. So it was a guy there sticking sticks in it when I came by, so I stopped and got out and took a picture of this.
Might need a bigger stick, because somebody might think that's just some rubbish in the road and try and drive over. It need to be a big stick.
If you work for the city of Meridian, if y'all could put some barrels around that, so to speak, there. Wesley House, kind of hard to miss there. There it is right there.
Look for the sticks.
Yep, can't miss it. They'd sure appreciate it in the neighborhood.
They need at least an orange cone.
And if you'll go through and read the comments about that, they're saying that it's been there for quite a while.
It ever says, plant a glaucoma plant in it.
May have to.
Yeah, that would work.
Also, and somebody goes, well, how'd you drop your sweet tea? Well, let me describe this. I'm leaving town. I think it was Saturday, Friday. Maybe it was Friday night. It was one of those nights. I don't remember which one it was. Kind of blurry at this point. But I was coming down 23rd, headed to North Hill Street. Dark, meeting a car, headlights blinding you, and then I see gravel. And I went, woof. And I tried to slam on brakes, and it's a little bumpy there. And sweet tea went shoo-push to the front windshield of the old Tahoe there everywhere. We've all done that, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite so bumpy as we come across it. Keep that in mind as you're traveling to work. Now, this gravel over it had that steel plate over it for a couple of weeks there that bounced, that was kind of unsafe.
Yeah.
It's been repaired. It just has not been paved yet. They're working to get it. But again, I wasn't expecting it to be quite so bumpy with my sweet tea.
And whoop, there it was.
And I lost it.
Our road department, they are working. They're out there doing everything they can, but this big hole on 18th Avenue is taking a big part of the team. So hopefully they can get a crew sent out to all these places and start working on it.
Absolutely. Fire, as I went out yesterday to this would be at Highway Village Apartments yesterday as the fire department showed up. I'm telling them boys get there in a hurry. That's them on scene. And what it was a mattress that caught fire. And they got there and put the fire out quickly. And I always take care. Great group of guys there that I stopped and spoke to while we were there. Metro Ambulance was on standby to make sure everybody was okay. And it was a small thing. They got out in no time flat. But if you heard the ambulances and fire trucks, that's what was going on yesterday.
That's where they were headed.
It was. Hey, we got a big revival coming up, Odie, I wanted to tell you about. This is going to be at Central Baptist Church here in Meridian. Brother Danny Lanier is going to be the evangelist. I call him a preacher. They use the big word evangelist, but I call him preacher man there.
Preacher man.
That's right. That's coming up the week of June 23rd through the 26th. 2311 C Street is where it's all going to take place. Central Baptist. Hope you can make it down and enjoy yourself there. A great time is going to be. Brother Danny does an awesome, and we'll keep reminding you of this as it comes about. So y'all be ready for it. Hope you can make it to that. Let's see what else we've had. Now, I often get made fun of. Just
everybody's got your favorite candy. What is your favorite candy? Because chances are it's a little different.
Yeah, and we had to stop in Stonewall one time to try to find it.
We did get some because they are good. I like them.
But this is what I get made fun of about. But you would be the circus peanuts. I do have a 3/4 of a tank of gas there.
Well, yeah.
Now that I look at that. But I want to say a big thank you to these ladies who helped me locate it. I was searching the Dollar General far and wide because they're the only ones that make that. Now, I don't want anybody to take this wrong either, but I couldn't find them at the Dollar General 2 weeks ago, and I whooped into CVS and bought a bag, and I had to throw it away. It just was not.
It's just not it.
It wasn't it. I don't know who the manufacturer was, but man, I couldn't eat it. But for the best ones, and they're only 99 cents, but they are some kind of fine. And don't act like you won't eat them now.
They are good.
Not everybody does. But I get picked on about that more than you could realize.
So always leave at least one on the shelf there at the Dollar General. So if Scotty Ray needs his circus peanuts.
I always keep them in my, because you never know when there's going to be like a standoff somewhere and you have to have a little munchies that last 5 hours.
Yeah, because I mean, some places we go to, you're at glaucoma medication, and you're going to have something to eat.
You get hungry after standing there a little while.
Yeah.
We had a little incident yesterday morning on Highway 493 at Windsor Road. As we would come up on this, the Sheriff's Department was directing traffic there as the Highway Patrol got there. They were helping out. As we see there, he's directing it there. It came down and crashed in. Let me show you this picture. It ran right into the bank from the stop sign. They couldn't stop and ran straight across and wrecked. It's being pulled out there and loaded up on the wrecker there. And as you were going to church, it was a little traffic congestion there. So that's what went on there over the weekend. Let's see what else we've got that happened here. Dodgeball.
I didn't know nothing about this.
I didn't until the last minute.
Yeah.
And I want to say a big thank you to our photographer, Rob, who went out and handled it for us, who went out to Big James Chaney Park this weekend. Dodgeball, Odie, and if I understand right, it was a tie. 1-1 in the end.
Well, I saw somewhere that Meridian PD came back and won.
Oh, did they?
I hope not.
Oh, I didn't know about all that. Let me see here.
Was that the big chief that just scored?
Yeah, let me back this up. This is let me back it up where everybody can see it here. When I hit play, let me pull this up. Yeah, here's Michael Ted coming in for a run.
So that was the one that they got.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I ain't played kickball since 3rd grade at Northeast Elementary.
I knew, but that looked fun.
There you go. I'll see if I can't sign you up as an alternate.
Sign me up as an alternate.
But I didn't realize that was even going on this weekend. I missed the memo on that somehow or another. When we got there in time, I got a call and said, "Where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm in town."
Now, normally the PD and the fire department do an annual basketball game, but I don't know if they've replaced it now with kickball. Something to look at.
Kind of like the Army-Navy game there.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows the actual ending of the score there, Michael Ted, if you could give us the score on that.
Yeah, somebody, I know Station 1 watches, and 3 and 8. Y'all come on, because we're pulling for y'all.
Yeah, let's see here. We had an accident on Campground Road this weekend up by Rabbit Road. As we look here, Rump Road.
That's out there.
Yes, sir, it was. And into the bank the car went. Got a little damage there.
Yeah, you can beat that out. And a little buff, you'll be all right.
A little buff and it'll be okay. Yeah. Got us a damaged Honda. You just don't realize just how many accidents happen over the course of a weekend.
Donkey basketball. I hadn't thought about donkey basketball.
How do you play donkey basketball? Throw it over?
Play basketball on the donkey?
Oh.
I'm thinking watch that as a kid? You know, they'd come to the school and stuff.
No, they didn't have that over at Northeast.
Yeah. Surely West Lydale wasn't the only one.
I think that was I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Donkey basketball.
Huh. Jeff said that they didn't have a single stick horse on the scene.
We'll be right back. We've got some more things to cover. Plus, we've got a coffee mug to give away and a Bible verse. All that to end the day. All that's up and coming. We'll be right back.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A mission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We got somebody who is missing, Odie.
He needs to come home. He's being missed.
This is Teddy. And if y'all happen to see Teddy today, his folks would sure like to see him again. A little Yorkie there, lost on the corner of 22nd Street and 23rd Avenue. Had a black and white bow tie on and a black harness. Kind of sticks out there. They got a reward up for him to come home there. So if you happen to see him, cute little fella there, answers by the name of Teddy. He'd love to be back home with his folks.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Would love him to come back.
If you ever they just are part of your family is what I was trying to say.
Yes, they are.
Had a benefit car show over the weekend out in Causeyville as we go here to take a look at a few of the pictures of what went on. Big turnout there as we look at all the cars that showed up. Always fun to look at, trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun stuff there.
Bunch of cars.
See, Stanley Wayne made it there with that big Chevrolet. But lots of door prizes, 57 Chevrolets. We appreciate everybody that showed up there out at the Family Fish Camp. There they are there, the Southeast Fire and Rescue.
Look at that.
On the scene.
On the scene.
We appreciate them and everything that they do for the community in that corner of the world. Let's see, what else we got going on, Odie? We need to thank a couple of boys from Coca-Cola, don't we?
You know, we do. They took care of us last week, and it's awesome to be able to have some good Coca-Cola, fresh Coca-Cola.
On glass bottles, it is the absolute best.
And Amy is huge with the vanilla Coke.
Salute Coca-Cola, Meridian.
So,
we appreciate y'all so much.
Thank you for that. And so
I'm gonna tell you, one of them glass bottles. It just really, if you got issues, have you a nice cold Coke in that bottle, and you forget about your worries for at least about 10 minutes.
It will.
I'm telling you, it is that old thing of pause and refresh that they used to push. It truly is the truth. It don't get no better.
That spot just, and Lima's going. We're organizing. So if any company out there wants to help us out, we are at 501. We're looking for cornhole boards. We're looking to put on a huge tournament. And Coca-Cola has already said, I'm with you. So I talked to some guys at Budweiser. I talked to some guys at Miller Lite, and they're going to be backing us a little bit. I got some other companies that's going to do it. We want a board with your logo on it, but Coke jumped right in there and said, call me. I got you.
That's good.
So
that's good.
Some good old people.
Shirley's made it out of bed and wants to wish her granddaughter a birthday this morning. Grace, 8 years old. Ohio's where she called home. Congratulations. As a matter of fact, we need to give this away there, Odie. This is the Scotty Ray Report coffee mug with Hyundai of Meridian. Go by the Hyundai dealership and pick this up if you're a winner or if you've already won one.
And you hadn't picked it up, shame on you. So let's see what we've got here. We've got Joey Hyatt had a birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Joey. Casey Haney, 30 years old today. Hannah Teague, 24 years young. Wilda Gibson having a birthday today.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah. Joe Skipper. Brian Stuckey, 51. Charles and Linda Massey celebrating 45 years together. Along with Chris and April Willis is having an anniversary today. And Grace Alander, 8 years old. So we're going to plug in them, and we're going to hit the go button, and we're going to see what we got here. And Grace Olander, 8 years old. You know, she's got to come from Ohio to get that cup.
I don't think that's her last name.
I don't either, but she didn't give us a last name.
Shirley.
So I threw that in there.
So Shirley, get it all together. But won a coffee mug there. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Appreciate that a whole bunch there. Listen, over the weekend, let me see if I can find this. We got a new Miss Mississippi. I don't know if you know that. This went on in Vicksburg over the weekend, as they reported here at Miss Mississippi. That goes out to Capital City's Miss Becky Williams. She was crowned Miss Mississippi Saturday night. Congratulations. That is a big honor to represent the great state of Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Congratulations. And that another step, because now all the states come together and we have the Miss America. So
you got your last name there, Miss Atkins.
Atkins. All right, Grace Atkins. We'll make a note of that.
And everybody say a little prayer for Bubba, her husband. God bless him.
Ooh, Janet's watching us from Alamosa, Colorado.
We always like Colorado. We need to leave on a good word. You got a good Bible verse for us today?
I've got a short Bible verse.
Okay.
But short doesn't mean that it's a weak Bible verse. It says an awful lot. And it says so much that our Bible verse is the same in Psalms 146, 147, 148, 149, and 150. And it's the very first Bible verse in each one of those and the very last Bible verse in each one of those.
Okay.
And it simply says, praise the Lord.
Well, there you are.
And everything we do, praise the Lord. He's responsible for everything. He's got a plan. He knows our plan. And everything that goes on is because of him. But we've got to praise him. Give him the praise that he so deserves. We wake up, praise him for giving us a day. We make it through the day, praise him because he allowed us to make it through the day. And praise him out loud and let him know that you care about him. Thank him for everything he does.
Don't forget, we've got the Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Mississippi going to drop by in a little while. He'll be here 10-ish. Yep. We'll have an update and also Senator Jeff Tate will be accompanying him today. We'll discuss a few things that's going on across the great state. Couldn't get here early, so we'll join him live at 10. So hope you'll drop by and listen to see what the Lieutenant Governor has to say about where the state of Mississippi is. Odie,
keep a note on it.
When we coming back?
It's going to ding because we'll be back in less than 23 hours to bring in a Tuesday. Until then, hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful money, and remember the reason that we're all here celebrating, and that is our Savior, the Lord Jesus Christ. Have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.